All right, guys, I'm going to be straight up with you. I was paid for this particular video to do an assessment of something that was really bothering one of the people that's a subscriber to my channel. He paid me pretty good to do this, so check this out. In this video, I'm going to wrap several things together. One of them will be showing you what's happening in people like this girl who believe they're entitled to so much more than they actually are. I'm also going to fold in a few clips from a friend of mine, Homath, who is another content creator here on YouTube. We've done a collab together and we've become pretty good friends. And then at the end, you don't want to miss this. We're going to go through step by step how to find out if the guy that she thinks she deserves actually even exists. You're going to be shocked.
Where are the men with the money that you speak of?
Unfortunately, this is a very common trope where certain people put this type of earning power above almost all other traits. As we unpack this next clip, I want you to ask yourself, is this delusion? Is it entitlement? Is it narcissistic personality disorder? Is she being grandiose? Think about that, put it in the comment section, and check this out. You're going to be, I don't even know what you'll think, but holy cow.
Basically, I'm just very clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary. At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for. Never been married. No kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. I think that's it.
Yeah.
How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist? A week.
I went ahead and got a hold of over 100 men. And I said, no derogatory words, just tell me, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate her as? And the ratings came back from a 4 to about a 5.5 or maybe a 6. So for the sake of argument for this video, I'm just going to give her a 5. And this isn't me. This is over 100 guys between 25 and 35. I don't know what you're thinking, but he has to be a millionaire or a multimillionaire. He has to have gone to an Ivy League college. He has to dress impeccably with perfect suits. She has to be the first woman he's ever had, and he can't have any children, and it's got to be his first marriage, and all the other things. So again, are you thinking delusion? Are you thinking entitlement? Are you thinking narcissism? Put it in the comment section. Now, let me give you just a taste for my friend Homath. He was on the Whatever podcast, and he was explaining about a very simple process that we know about called hypergamy. And why women like this only shoot for the top of the top of the top when it comes to men.
All of the women are attracted to a very, slim section of the men at the top, and they end up having like really low quality relationships with them. The green lines are the satisfying long-term relationships, and the orange and red are the ones where it's like, well, I would date him, but he doesn't want to date me. And the experience of women using dating apps and walking around in the world, it's like just a very small number of the guys at the top who get those kind of looks. The left one is the way that men see women in the world, is that they're very willing to have relationships directly across with women that they have never met before. Like a male 5 walking around like on the subway will look at a female 5 and go, oh, maybe she's the girl for me, right? But a female 5 does not do that with a male 5. They're only going to be looking at the top guys.
You said that there's a bottom portion of men that are invisible.
Yeah, I just sort of keep this thing around. It's a little joke that I tell. There's a study that confirms this as well. Like they watched women's brains on a brain scan, and they said that with really low value men, that they saw them as not even there, that they didn't register people in their brains at all.
So what she's showing is kind of like a combination of what's called illusory superiority, excessive relational entitlement, some grandiose narcissistic traits, and a slight bit of delusion, even though this is not a delusional disorder, because delusion is a fixed false belief despite there being contrary or contradictory evidence, and you can't be swayed. And she seems to not be able to be swayed. And she is showing signs of what is called narcissistic grandiosity and entitlement, way out of control, unrealistic expectations. And this one is textbook because she actually believes that she deserves a multimillionaire. Yet, if you look at what most men that I know have rated her at, she's a 5, maybe a 6 at best. So there isn't a lot of reciprocal value here because she doesn't seem to have anything else that she wants to bring to the table. Now, remember, this is not in any way a diagnosis. This is just based on what I've seen so far here. So let's take a peek at an online form where we can click all these things she's looking for and see how many men in the United States that fit her qualifications actually exist. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select men here. And then wants kids, we're going to go ahead and click yes because she wants to have kids with him. Age, we're going to put 22 to 42. That's pretty average. Height, she said 5'10 minimum. She thinks that's being generous. So let's go ahead and move down to the minimum income. And this is where you got to go, okay, wait a minute. She doesn't want any 6 figures. She wants 7 figures. That's a minimum of $1 million. All right, ethnicity, she did not say anything about that, but she's white herself. She's talking to a white matchmaker. So I'm going to go ahead and this time I'm going to select white just to see. Hair color and eye color doesn't matter, I don't think. To have this kind of money and to be in an Ivy League secret society, for minimum education, you're going to be looking at a master's degree in an Ivy League society. And in religion, she wants him to be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Now, as far as smoking and drinking, she didn't say anything about that. Now, we're going to exclude people who are already married, and we're also going to exclude obese people. Now, let's find out and see if this guy actually exists. 0% chance this guy is available for her to marry. That's 0 of the 164,977,341 men in America. But let's change the master's degree to maybe a bachelor's. Let's go ahead and select that and see if that gives her even an option or an opportunity to find somebody. Let's click the button here, and that moves it to 0.0016. Okay, guys, listen to me. That means 1.6 human men out of every 1,000 men that have a bachelor's degree and then some of the other traits that she's looking for. This woman, she's not super unattractive, but many of the guys that responded to me said her nose is too big, her lips are too thin, her neck is long like olive oil from the Popeye cartoons. So she was rated at a 4 up to a 5.5, and I think 1 or 2 people put her as a 6. So what she has to offer may be great to her, but it's not really highly reciprocal on the other side of the fence. So what did you guys end up putting in the comments section? What do you think of this whole situation? Put it in the comment section.